Troy from ZA Comics here. Got another unboxing for you. I think you're going to like this one. One of my favorite mutants. See if I can pick this thing up. It's so heavy. It's so big. Boom! We have got Magneto from the Marvel Future Revolution, which if you don't know what that is, that's an RPG, an online RPG for your mobile device. You can play an assortment of the different good guys. Not him. He's one of the bosses, the super villains you got to take out. Magneto, aka Max Eisenhardt, aka Eric Lyncher. Way back, he's like the X-Men's first, X-Men #1, like their first big antagonist. One of my favorite dudes, controls magnetic fields. If you watch the movies, you should be familiar with him. They use him a lot because he's just such a cool character. Everybody loves him. You can see it, in the front here, they gave him a six-pack. I mean, they got Magneto just buff, man. He is jacked. So we are going to open this bad boy up and show you what it looks like. The outer box is emblazoned with a cool picture of the Magneto statue. This is based on his appearance in the Marvel Future Revolution RPG game made for iPhone and Android. The inner styrofoam box is not secured by tape, but it does have these two Velcro straps holding it together so it doesn't fall open when you pull it out of the box. When you open the styrofoam box, be very careful. The headpiece is in that top portion and it's not really held in by anything except friction. They just kind of wedged it in there. Now, if it worked loose in shipping, it could fall out when you open it, and if it hits on a hard floor, you might break that headpiece. All the rest of the pieces are in the bottom portion of the styrofoam box. As you can see here, it's got a base, an intermediate base piece, and the body. The bottom of the base has all the statue information. As you can see here, it's the Magneto 1/6 scale Supreme Edition. Limited to only 250, and this is number 21. Made in China by PCS Collectibles. If you flip it over, you see the great detail, the swirling magnetic field here, pulling everything that has metal in it up into a vortex of a cyclone of magnetic power. And then here is where we're going to put that intermediate piece with the magnet. This intermediate base piece has a lot of the metal that is getting destructed by Magneto. Here's where it's going to connect to the actual base. But you can see here we have some rebar sticking out of the concrete. We've got an I-beam right here that's being bent and distorted. And it's just all kinds of metal destruction from Magneto. This is not a mixed media statue, so everything is molded here. All the armor and the texture on the armor you can see. It is just finely detailed. And you can see Magneto doesn't skip leg day. Dude's beefy. Even the cape is molded. It's not fabric. It may look that way, but it is not. The belt, the armor, it is all just has great detail. Here we're going to have the spot where the head will go on with a magnetic hold. He's got one fist clenched, the other outreached, as he always does when he's using his power. And if you ever played this guy in the Marvel Future Revolutions game, he's a force to be reckoned with. And here we have the cape, little piece of styrofoam padding there. We'll just take that off. Here we have the peg and slot where he's going to go into the base. Magneto's head or portrait, you can see his eyes are all white as they are when he uses his power. Got the shiny helmet and the magnet where his head is going to connect to the body. Okay, let's put this bad boy together. Should always start with the base. It's a pretty hefty base. It's solid. Plastic. It feels like it's not polystone. I think it's PVC. So we got the base, and you can see there's that magnetic catch I showed you earlier. Right there, it's got some padded little feet on there, so it's not going to scratch up any surface you put it on. So then we're going to get the next piece of the destruction, the swirled stuff. You can see magnet here also, and this key. You see how it's kind of got a beveled edge here? So that way you can only put it in one way. You don't have to try to guess. It's only going to fit one way. And with that magnet, you heard that. Listen, it's a real nice tight fit. So we got all this swirled magnetism going on here, this destruction, which he is causing. He is all in the middle of this issue. You remember I showed you on the foot, it was pegged and keyed, and you always look for that spot, and right here, that's where that leg is going to go. And he has one leg raised, so that's just going to be suspended. It's not going to be connected to anything. It's all balancing on this foot, and that's probably why the peg, as you can see, is a little longer. I'm sure it goes all the way up through his leg, because that's a lot of weight balancing on just that. So we get it, there we go. Got that peg lined up, and then dropped his foot into place. Oh, he is looking fearsome. Hate to face that guy in the game. I'd hate to face him anywhere, honestly. But he's one of the big bads in the Marvel Revolution game. The portrait, which is what they call the head, his noggin. You know, the classic helmet look. The eyes are white, so you know he's really mad. He's really pulling all the magnetism in there. It's keyed as well. You can see it's only going to fit one way. Put it in there. That magnet's holding pretty good. I mean, I have to actually pull it to get it come off, so it's not going to fall. There he is in all his gloriousness. It's beautiful. Wow, this it's a great piece, man. Look at that. We got, the magnetism. They've got it where he's kind of swirling it cyclone style. You got all because pretty much everything has some trace of metal in it, it seems like. So he can control pretty much everything. And he's doing that here. He's got it swirled. It's all swirling about him. You can see you got the I-beam in there. You got some rebar. The cape, the whole piece, it's not mixed media. The whole piece is all molded. But man, they did such a great job molding it. The outfit, man, let me just get put my eyeballs on. Yeah, I mean, even looking at it up close, they did a great job where the head meets the neck. They hid it in the cape line, so it doesn't really show. I'm looking, even his magnetism things down here, all his the magnetic fields, it's all kind of blends in. They did a great job hiding the seam lines. The suit, even though it is molded, it still has some texture to it. You can feel the texture in the body armor, the boots. This is just, if you're a Magneto fan, and there are a lot of Magneto fans out there, this is an awesome piece, man. I really like it. I don't get to see him much in the game because he usually whoops me pretty quick. So you got the cape flowing behind him, molded real nice. Feels like some kind of PVC. I think the whole thing is probably maybe polystone. The body might be polystone. And the head cape, I'm pretty sure is PVC. It's got a little give to it. I'm nearly positive all this stuff is PVC on the base. Limited number of pieces you saw, 250. Oh, man, if you guys can pick this up from Sideshow, do it. It is just a very, very amazing Magneto piece. And I've seen a lot of Magneto statues. They make a lot of statues of him, but this one is probably one of my favorite 6-scale pieces. Yeah, this thing is just nice. Let's pull out the tape. It's the tail of the tape. Let's see just how tall he is. It's looking, I believe they list him at about 21 inches on the website. I'm actually showing him probably less than that. He's closer to 20 inches by eyesight, probably a little less. 19 and a half, 20 inches. Let's see how wide he is at the widest spot. Probably right here, looking like from the bottom rocky area here, you're looking maybe anywhere from 12 to 13 inches. Let's try it over here. Let's try it here. Yeah, I'm looking anywhere 12. It's probably closer to 12. Great piece. Whew. Wow. If you like this unboxing and you'd like to see more like it, subscribe, because it helps us out so much with the metrics, and it allows us to make videos like this for you guys for free. And until you see our next video, later, nerds. Nice.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare.